Hello, we are ECE Group 31, and our capstone project is the Memento Bowl, a trinket bowl with item recognition by weight and a wireless notification system. My name is Jacob Dahlman, and my role in the project included designing the power supply and handling wireless integration. Over the last 3 terms, this has given me the opportunity to expand my knowledge of software and gain experience with team-based problem solving and communication.
My name is Giovanni Lopez Hernandez, and my role in the project included creating the PCB, designing the microcontroller for the system, and performing market research. I learned a few things along the way in developing this project, including making connections between system components, designing a PCB multiple ways, and efficiently reading datasheets.
My name is Jake Stotts, and my role in this project was creating the enclosure, the internal code, and the weight sensors. I learned a lot about project management, keeping organized documentation, and how to adapt and stay flexible when it comes to solving problems.
So our system that we designed is part of the product competition for senior capstone, in which students design a minimum viable product with details on how to expand production to a larger scale, as well as market research, which is meant to inform the group of public demand. An idea that we collectively decided on was a project we were unable to find much, if any, data on that would remind you of any items that were left behind, similar to an AirTag. We adopted this idea in the form of a catch-all and ran surveys on features that may be useful for a product that could do this. The engineering goals that we laid out are listed here on the slide. Our main guidelines are that the bowl has to handle typical items up to a certain amount of stress, properly recognize the items, and then send a notification to the user's device. Additionally, it needs to be powered through a standard US wall outlet, have the ability to add or delete items, and have an LED strip that corresponds to usage of the bowl.
Design and construction of the system was mainly split into hardware and software, with group members diversifying their skill set across the entire project. Additionally, we were able to integrate market research as it supported many of the decisions we made when it came to the project scope and functionality. The inputs of the system included DC power being supplied by a wall outlet and the weight of the items placed on the bowl. And the outputs of the system, as shown, are the LED strips giving a signal to the user and notification through an app downloaded through their mobile devices. Hardware built for the system includes creating a 3D printed enclosure where the image on the top right displays one of the enclosures created. A custom PCB was designed using KiCad software and ordered through Oshpark. The PCB was made circular to store inside the 3D printed enclosure, as well as the datasheet from the ESP32 chip was used to guide the team on the design of the microcontroller, as shown on the bottom figure. The bottom image displays a 3D visual of the PCB containing components for the microcontroller and connectors for the system to work.
On the software end of the system is all of the internal code being run by the ESP32. Our group was able to design all the necessary code for item computation, from the weight sensors to properly determine what registered items are in the bowl. Additionally, the data is being hosted on an asynchronous web server that the user can access from their local IP on any smart device. The web server allows the user to register or delete the weight of an item in the bowl. Running alongside the microcontroller itself is an external application, IFTTT, that when disconnected from the same Wi-Fi network will prompt the system to send a reminder to the user's smart device. We also have a demonstration video that will be provided separately, showcasing the system's setup, calibration, and basic functionality. After reaching this stage, there are still a few ways that we would like to see our project be expanded. First and foremost is a proprietary app that is able to merge both the notification and the web server into one cohesive unit. We would also like to see more modularity with the power supply, most likely using batteries, and explore other methods of item recognition for the bowl as well. There's also the possibility of redesigning the shape of the enclosure to accommodate for all of these changes. Participating in the ECE product competition as part of our capstone is an experience that allowed our group to display skills we've learned across our undergraduate work and expose us to numerous elements of project development. Throughout numerous obstacles, we were able to produce a finished system and accomplish what we set out to do 9 months ago.